Welcome to Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment, starring G from the Shop and Mark Walter Ward. Please subscribe to us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts from. What up, world? S.D.E, Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment, Mark Walter Ward, G from the Shop. How you doing, brother? Go Blue.
I'm all right.
All right, so man, my man G had an ill idea for the show today. Since it's tournament time, we're gonna do an all tournament team of some of our favorite shows because this is sports, drugs, and entertainment. We gotta have some entertainment in there. Since this is your idea, G, if there's any explanation you need to give on the criteria or whatever, please feel free. And then let's hear your team first.
Man, I do all tournament teams of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? I done had an all ugly team, man. All ugly team. You know what I'm saying? Most ugliest player, not the MVP, the MUP. You know what I'm saying?
Was it Ike Austin?
Nah, I can't make it. But you got, I'm gonna send you that don't business, right? That's all part of this shit, right? But
I'm gonna post that on the feed. That's what's up. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, I do that shit all, man. All type of little joints. You could do it, you know, all tournament rappers. But we watch Snowfall. We do the Snowfall wrap up. What made me think of it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, man, Thaddeus Barber, a.k.a. Fatback, man. Real soldier, man.
Real one, yeah.
Got left, man. On last episode of Snowfall, man. And
let me ask you something real quick.
Hold on. His real name Jordan Coleman, man. We gotta shout him out. Jordan Coleman, man, from Houston, man. Man, made it on, man. I like him, man. He's a true soldier on that joint, and it made me think of let's do an all tournament team. Your favorite motherfuckers off them type of shows like The Wire, Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? Snowfall,
hey,
whatever you
shout
want.
Out Jordan Coleman, but let me ask you something real quick. Me and my wife couldn't figure this shit out. When Khadijah killed Fatback, do you think he knew where Leon was and he was a G and held the information, or he really didn't know?
Nah, it don't matter. The way he was carrying it, he was saying, "Fuck it, I ain't about to tell you," because he was about to take the years, so he was a soldier, man. All he showed you, see.
That's what I thought too.
You can speculate, but everything that he showed you was he was a loyal soldier.
Yeah,
man.
Agreed.
So at the same time, what I was thinking is like, how the hell them two move his big ass? You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, they got him on the cop. They got him on the little cop. You gotta go back and watch the joint.
Nah, you're right. Good point. That's a good eye, bro.
But yeah, and then when they rolled in, you can see Khadijah back there creeping, like about to sneak up behind him if you watch him drive in. You know what I'm saying? So, but his name Jordan Coleman, man. You know, another dude from that Snowfall that you really fucked with. You really liked.
Yes, sir.
And the last episode, man, when he stood tall, man, and was ready to lace them bootstraps up, man, got my respect, man. So I wanted to make an all tournament team like your favorite soldiers, favorite motherfuckers off these type of shows. You know what I'm saying? You can put a coach in. You can put a coach in there. You can put GMs or whatever, front office, all that.
All right, go ahead. Well, hit us with one on, and then I'll hit you.
Oh man, my number one, man. Sons of Anarchy, man. Number one dog, man. Opie, man. Opie off Sons of Anarchy got to be on my team because you talking about Fatback was a soldier. Opie went out like a straight man. That's the one.
I ain't hip. You know, we talked earlier. You know,
you seen Sons of Anarchy, you know Opie was the realest.
One of our episodes, I said something about like Sons of Anarchy wasn't realistic enough for me. They ain't look like criminals. I'm gonna give the shit another shot because I ain't pay attention to it. My wife was watching it, so I'll give that shit a shot off your word. I don't got nobody from Sons of Anarchy.
That joint is fine. But I got Opie first. Opie first. You go.
All right. So then, I was under a misimpression that we was doing from our a top 5 from different shows.
Man, so, who you got number one? You don't even got to look at the paper to know you're number one. I knew Opie was my number one, and I ain't even have to look down at this.
Then
you're number one.
Snoop from The Wire. I'm going with Snoop from The Wire then.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
I relate to her story, her book Grace After Midnight. You know,
I got
yeah.
that jump.
Yeah,
that was an easy read. That was an easy read. I read that in like a day. That was a real easy read. But that jump
it was a hard read too, though, right? Like, man, that girl went through some shit.
Because you already heard them type of stories, you know. And I ain't slighting her story, you know, coming
but
up.
She's a G though, bro. Like, how many people you know that there was? You hear about people getting abused in them group homes, and she killed the lady. Like, you ain't touching me again. Like, I got mad respect for her. Because think of how many kids she kept from getting molested. And she went to jail for that shit. She should have got a fucking medal.
No, it's a lot of stories like that in the city, right? Especially, you know what I'm saying? But it's them type of stories everywhere, suburban everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Did you fuck with her character?
You fuck with all the Wire, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's
I did. I ain't fuck with them doc dudes.
That's why I'm gonna go with my second pick for all tournament team would be Avon Boxdale, because that was the first motherfucker I was rooting for on the Wire. I wasn't rooting for McNulty and them motherfuckers. I was rooting for the first season. Oh no. And I like Stringer too at first, but I ain't root for him like I rooted for motherfucker. Right. Man, Avon was my man.
But let me ask you this though: did any of that have to do with Paid in Full and Above the Rim?
Oh man,
because I already liked him before that, you know.
Always been a fan of Woodhurst, man. Can really hoop too, so that's why he definitely on the team, man, because he really can boogie.
Hey, real quick, anyone who hears this episode, look up Wood Harris talking about Tupac. It's some fascinating shit. That dude Dwayne Martin in Above the Rim. I don't know. You probably know it. You know everything. You know he played in the NBA on a 10-day.
Nah, he had the Knicks trial and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That shit wasn't really. But he played like D2 ball. You know what I'm saying. And him man, you know, from White Man Can't Jump, he was Willie. The other dude was Flight. You know, Flight was not Nigel McGill. Nigel McGill went to UCLA, was Pac. I think back then it might have been Pac 8 still, but
he was in that other basketball movie where he was kind of like a Lloyd Daniels character.
No, but he was a McDonald's All-American with Michael Jordan. He played in the game with Michael Jordan.
Really, I didn't know that.
He Pac 10, Pac 8. Defensive Player of the Year. He went to the CBA, finished second in the Rookie of the Year votes. You know what I'm saying? Second to Michael Adams.
What was that other movie he was in? It was a basketball movie. But it was a jump where he was drinking 40s and shit, and then he stopped drinking, and their team won. It was based on a Rick Tellender book. You probably wouldn't know Rick Tellender.
What, Heaven is a Playground?
Yeah, Heaven is a Playground. That was him, right?
He probably was in it. I ain't seen Heaven as a Playground since I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? But I know my man that looked like Billy Blanks was the main character on that joint. It wasn't Billy Blanks. That's my shit. That's my shit. But we getting sidetracked, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got Opie and motherfucking Avon. You got Snoop. Who the fuck else you putting up against my mob?
Man, I'm probably gonna have to go I'm gonna say the name wrong. Ralph Cifaretto, Joey Pantalonia on The Sopranos.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Yeah,
he's a slime ball, man.
Yeah.
So you gonna be playing like Utah Jazz dirty type. John Stockton fouls. So you got Ralphie and Snoop.
Man, I like them people. They're gonna do whatever it takes to win, bro.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm coming back with motherfucking Chris Potlow. You got Snoop, I got Chris Potlow, cause motherfucker, whatever it takes. And he was
you got that one.
And he took all them bodies, so you know what I'm saying.
Hey, you know the other thing, you remember that last scene of The Wire where they do that little like montage of where they at and they show them in the prison yard? And he's sitting there with Weebay and them, so that means he went up in there and earned their respect too. So that's a strong pick.
Nah. What it was is they all West Side anyway.
Yeah, when you go to jail, that shit.
And then they inside, you know what I'm saying? They family, you know what I'm saying? All
now, if I'm saying like the way they were standing behind him, and ain't nothing on accident on The Wire. So I took that to mean he became the leader.
Nah, you tripping. Nah, you tripping.
Of the soldiers, he wasn't standing in front of Avon and them. He was standing in front of like Weebay and them.
Only thing I remember that scene. You be speculating, you be jumping to all type of conclusions. You got a hell of an imagination, but one thing you do got to point out in that scene is them motherfucking Timbs he was wearing, because them motherfuckers was fucked up.
Yeah.
But you talking about, I got Chris Potlow. I got 3 spots, man. What you got, man? Because you getting blown out, bro. Ralphie gonna fuck you up. He gonna fuck the team out.
Omar.
So I'm gonna take Omar off my team because I already had Omar down. So I'm coming back with Weeback.
Because he coming in the game scoring.
Yeah, scoring all type of ways, man. And he's one of my favorite characters of all time on any show. But you got Omar. All right, then I can't put Omar in. I'm putting Weeback.
Shout out Hassan Johnson. My man Taj does big work with him. You need to check out their show.
Man, the soldier, man, Weeback, man. Always been a fan of him, man. You know, Belly. He's on all type of shit.
So what? We have 3 each now, right?
Yeah, you got motherfucking Snoop, Ralphie, and fucking Omar. I got Chris Potlow, Opie from Sons of Anarchy, real soldier, and motherfucking I got 4 because I got Weeback, Chris Potlow, Avon, and Opie. You got something.
So I owe you one there. Man, it's hard. I got to pick between Jerome and Louis from Snowfall. I think I'm gonna have to go with Jerome though, man. I fucks with Jerome hard body.
Yeah, Jerome was a fan favorite, man.
Bro, I love if they had a spin-off show of him for like the 5 years before that shit. Remember the very first episode when the girl came to the door and complaining about him knocking her off, and he told her to go fight. Man, Jerome was funny.
That joke when, man, he made motherfucker smack your goddamn daddy. and then motherfucker, when him and Fatback was about to get into it, I'll beat your fat ass.
Yeah. And then I also like how he had a conscience in Little Rock in that last episode. You know what I mean?
Nah, that shit was real. And like they were saying, there wasn't no gangs in Little Rock, and we already know that was one of them bangers, man. From
hey, HBO. Let me ask you something. Do you know where that's at? I can't find that shit nowhere. Not even a DVD.
If you can't find it, it can't be findable, because I know you be on that shit all the time. You be sending me shit, and I be like, how the fuck he got enough time to look at this shit, man? I be running around like a motherfucker. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I done had to take motherfucking Omar off my shit. So I'm gonna round it out with motherfucking Bodie Broadus, man. Another one of my fan favorites. Cause when him and Omar died on the Wire, the next morning I felt sick, like I really knew them people, man.
I mean, I would go for Bodie, but I can't get Wallace out of my head. You feel me? Even though they Jai had to do that, I know how big
they were stuck in between the rock and the hard place.
Because it would have been them.
Shit. They don't do that shit, they getting smashed. You know what I'm saying? And Wallace fucked up.
They did.
Couldn't hold the water, and Wallace should have stayed the fuck away.
Hell yeah!
And what's crazy is he the biggest star out of that whole.
That man show. Wallace. Hey, you went mute real quick. I don't even know what happened. Say something.
He the biggest star after it's all said and done right now off that whole goddamn show.
Yeah, definitely. It was almost, maybe Idris Elba. It was almost McNulty. McNulty almost got to be Bond over Daniel Craig. They chose between them two.
Nah, Daniel Craig is the greatest James Bond ever. Rest in peace. All the other ones, but the way they made that shit, and I heard Idris Elba was gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying?
For a while, but that went away.
Yeah, they ain't having that shit. Them England, they ain't having that shit, man. You already see how they treated Meghan Markle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so I got motherfucking Bodie, Opie, Weeback, Chris Potlow, and Avon, and I'm gonna tell you, you talking about going for the win and doing whatever competitive. We being coached by Man Boy.
That's a good one.
Strategic motherfucker, smart and willing to motherfucking bang.
I can't knock that. I don't think I named my fifth. So my fifth, I'm gonna go with Janice from The Sopranos. I would have went with Tony's mom, but they because Man, rest in peace, Nancy Marchand. She's one of the greatest actresses of her time. I've seen some of what the show was gonna be if she hadn't died, and Janice kind of took her spot. And then looking back on it, Janice might be the evilest motherfucker of anybody on The Sopranos. So I'm picking her because I disliked her so much. I ended up liking her. You feel me?
So y'all basically gonna be
cheating,
stabbing motherfuckers during foul shots, clothesline, Kevin McHale style, Kurt Rambis,
Bill Lambert shit, yeah.
Man, stealing people like arch rival Nintendo, man.
Chris Paul nut shots, yeah. Julius Hodge and shit.
Yeah, and that's when Man Boy gonna get a check and throw a chair at Janice crazy ass.
And then I was gonna say Prop Joe for my coach, but then I started thinking the only time I ever saw him coach, he lost.
No, he didn't. They won.
I thought that Avon did win the bet.
No, they won, man.
Are you sure?
Silk Pool hit the joint at the Silk Pool. Motherfucking used to play with N.C.A.A. motherfucking Hoover, man. Straight boogie, man.
Okay, well, I'm going Prop Joe for my coach.
Silk Pool hit the game winner, and motherfucking they won, and motherfucking that's when the ref was like, man, he got fouled, man. The motherfucker was like, man, you want me? Avon was like, you talking about a do-over, baby? That ain't how shit work. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that they lost. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'll go with Prop Joe, my coach. You know, I mean, you can't argue with the strategy and all that shit on that one. Him and Man Boy, that's like Brad Stevens versus Popovich.
Nah, Spoelstra,
yeah, definitely. Because I say Man Boy winning titles. If you can lock down the neighborhood in LA in the '80s, that's a chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we got front office too. We got, you know, my man Gus, Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad. We got Marlo Stansfield, you know, because he's one of my favorite villains ever. Agreed. And they gonna run that front office like a
Hey, hold on. What do you think happened to Marlo after The Wire?
I don't know, man. He couldn't stay away from the streets, so you know.
You think he got? I mean, I don't think he could have got on top on Baltimore. I bet you that motherfucker moved somewhere in the country and started running shit, then caught like a 30-year bid.
Nah, he ain't leaving Baltimore. That's all. That's what you ain't see the last scene when he was in the zone.
Yeah, when he started to fight with the band. Okay,
yeah,
so
this what I'm is, man. I ain't. If I
so then he's probably dead or in prison in less than 5 years then, because you know them police gonna be pressed to lock his ass up.
Yeah, but he gonna be insulated than a motherfucker. He's still gonna be running shit, but he's still gonna be insulated because he was already. They ain't had shit. They had to break the law to get him. So,
right,
you know that man. He'd have still been banging, still been fit. He'd have been doing it. How Prop Joe showed him everything, how to wash his money and shit. He'd been killing, man. He already had soldiers ready to do life and everything for him, man. Come on, man, Marlo.
You right. I can see that. Do you got any more in your front office?
Oh yeah, Gus Friend. I told you Gus Friend, Marlo Stanfield, but you know, team president only getting Tony Soprano only if he got his consigliere, you know, Silvio Dante, because Tony be by himself, he get emotional and shit.
Yeah.
But when Sil around, Sil, you know, point him the right way, man. Shout out Steven Van Zandt, man. That's my man.
Little Stevie from the E Street Band, one of those guitars in rock history.
Man, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man.
Did you ever try to watch that Lilyhammer shit?
Nah.
Don't waste your time. He plays basically Silvio, but he has to go move to Norway and witness protection. And it's like a comedy. It's garbage.
Yeah, no, I ain't watched that. There's so much shit on Netflix. It's a lot of shit I want to watch. Damn, UCLA, Alabama tied up 60 apiece, man. And you know, the winner of that play us, man. The winner of that play Michigan, man. Go blue, baby. Go blue, baby. Big Hunter.
Yep, shout out Jawan. All right, let me get my front office real quick, then we can touch on the college and be out. I'm gonna go with Gus from The Wire, the newspaper cat in season 5. I would have took Tony. I can't take Tony, so I guess I'm gonna go with probably Carmine, the New York family leader.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know Johnny Sack, the dude who was
Johnny Sack.
his boss.
Oh, old Carmine.
Yeah, not hell no, not young Carmine.
Nah, old Carmine. Yeah, that's my man. He was on Goodfellas. He was on a lot of all them gangster Jones, man. That's my man.
And in my last front office, I forgot her name. My apologies, but the chick who owned the club that Louis took from her.
Oh, yeah, I don't know her name. She been on a lot of shit too.
Yeah, I feel like she got good business acumen. Like it must have been real hard for a black lady in LA, even dealing with like permits and shit in those days, because it was hard as shit. If you go and read the history of LA, it was really hard for black entrepreneurs, especially pre 1990.
She had like work though. Her money was long, man. She been pulling. She had that work.
But not only did she have that, and she was good at that shit, G, but she would also have to been able to deal with like them overzealous food inspectors and shit like that. Like just to be able to have a club like that is impressive.
Oh no, that's what I said. Her money was long. You know, she probably was paying them people off. She had the police and already, so her money was long. She like food motherfuckers and oh yeah, we gonna pay your ass off. Get the fuck, put that A up in the window.
And then I guess that's about it. You know, I had made an all cop team because I thought we were doing one for each show, and I ain't really want to put no cop motherfuckers on my shit. But I do gotta shout out Bunk. I fuck with Bunk hard.
Yeah. No, you don't want to do the whole,
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. But I had to shout out Bunk, man. Bunk was that dude.
Yeah, my man Wendell Pierce, man. That's my man.
And last thing, did Clay Davis get any consideration from you? Because he almost made mine. Shit.
Hell no. He gonna point shade like a motherfucker.
No bullshit. If we really did play, I could go to him with the bag and y'all losing.
Arizona State, Boston College style, man.
All right, do you want to get into the tournament or do you want to touch on Breaking Bad super fast?
Oh, what about Breaking Bad?
Everybody says it's one of the greatest TV shows ever. I truly think that I have an objective mind. I watched every episode. I didn't like that shit in the slightest.
No, that John tight, man. My man, Mr. White, man. That John dark as shit though. But,
yeah.
You get to fucking with all them FX Jones, man. You get to fucking with the Kirk. That's why FX top dog, man. You get to liking the characters, even the ones like Gus Fring, like Giancarlo Esposito. I named my son Giancarlo. We call him Gian Carlo. You know what I'm saying? Because how we talk, but
that's dope.
That's one of my favorite actors of all time, and he was a straight.
When did you first start seeing them Spike Lee movies?
Man, Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He stood out like a motherfucker, didn't he?
Usual Suspects. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Good. Damn, bro, your memory's on point.
Nah, he done on a lot of shit. That's my man.
Yeah. But I don't know if you watch The Boys on Amazon. He's on The Boys. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I ain't watched that, but
do you like superhero shit?
Some shit, you know what I'm saying? It depends. Some shit. Like I gotta be in the mood for that shit. Like it's like music, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be at work and want to listen to Lil Baby, and then like this whole week I've been listening to that motherfucking Raekwon Ghostface little verses mix I put together myself.
Yeah, this week I've been listening to your mix, and I've been going deep into the Benny the Butcher.
See, I've been listening to Benny too. That Benny be cranking all the beats, man, cranking. See, that's what make it good shit. That's what make that shit. All that Griselda shit cranking because their beats bust your shit open beats, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that Wu-Tang type of beats with them motherfucking bars. But I heard you with the features. He do got some good features on there. But what I'm saying is, I've listened to it more since then, but that motherfucking mix I put together, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's fire.
And I told you the motherfucking sequence, I don't push shuffle, man. Don't push shuffle. Push that motherfucker play one and then let that jump play that motherfucker sequence like that, man. I don't care. That jump like that. It
is because the way you did it, bro, it also kind of like went through the history. You know what I mean?
That's why It's
like
a 10.
I can hear them like evolving, not necessarily as rappers because they was already top flight rappers, but you see their subject matter grew. They played with different deliveries. Nah, that was an excellent mix.
It's a 10.
Check us out on our socials. We'll repost that on Instagram. He's G from the shop on IG. I'm Mark Waldo Ward. You can see it in our name right there. And last thing before we get out of here, G's a huge N.C.A.A fan. I finally watched a tournament game. I saw the Michigan game. I saw most of the Michigan game. I'm not gonna say it was the most compelling game in the world, but Michigan was balling. I'm always happy to see Juwan Howard win.
Shit out them people. And he put his son in the game, and the son got an and one at the end of the game. We're gonna shock the world. We're gonna shock the world. Go blue, man. And
you said you never read that Fab Five book?
No, I watched the Fab Five motherfucking documentary. I know the jump by heart, man. The Fab Five 30 for 30, man. That's I watched.
Well, bro, this dude Mitch Albom, I know you know who he is. He was.
I know you told me before. You are, but
I gotta send you a copy. You'll love it because they say mad shit that you don't hear nowhere else. And it was still when C Webb and Jalen was tight. So you must ain't seen the 30 for 30 then. I did, and trust me, there's stuff in that book that ain't on it. I mean, bro, I watched that 30 for 30 like 5 times. I love the Fab Five.
Man, I know that shit.
The first time I got locked up, me and Ellis took my grandmother's car, right? I didn't really get locked up. They just held me until we got picked up. And I had my socks hiked up. And the dude was like, why are you wearing black socks? And the police officer. And I was like, because I like Jalen Rose. And he was like, oh, shit, you don't got no future. And as soon as I saw Jalen Rose start being on them commentators, I always remember that cop. Because that cop knew who Jalen Rose was and thought, remember the crack house shit and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always think about how he turned that shit around. Like Jalen Rose is living proof that you can change.
Man, that shit it wasn't even no crack house though.
I know it was some fake bullshit. Yeah, he was playing video games.
And they ain't even find really much but some little stuff.
No, it was some straight bullshit, but still he conquered that narrative, G. And a lot of people that's hard. I respect Jalen.
Jalen like that, man.
Yes, sir.
He was a pro all them fucking years. 6'8". Man, Jalen, my man, man.
Was he the best player on that Indiana Pacers title team or champ?
Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller was a little old at the time, though. Jalen was the leading scorer.
Reggie Miller. Fucking Hall of.
Who was the leading scorer?
Reggie Miller.
No, he wasn't. Look it up.
Jalen motherfucking averaged 21 that year. That was his best year ever. Reggie Miller, the best player. Motherfucker, who got the ball when it was game time? Reggie fucking Miller. They wasn't saying, well, all right, we gonna draw this play up for Jalen. Shout out to Jalen. Jalen to tell you Reggie fucking Miller. You tripping, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Reggie Miller, one of the most clutch playoff performers in history, man.
Agreed. Oh, I love Reggie Miller. Shit, I ain't trying to hate on him. I just thought Chandler was super impressive that year.
You always be trying to wash somebody up with their age or their shape, man. Come on, man. No, you ain't about to do that to Red Hall of Famer, man.
I can dig it. I mean,
who was the other Hall of Famer on that team, though?
Larry Bird.
Chris Mullin, man.
Chris Mullin. Man, if you give me a minute, I would have thought of that. Should be Mark Jackson for real. Mark Jackson definitely bearing some banners and made it to the NBA. But we gotta get out of here. So let's finish up with all your thoughts on the tournament thus far.
Oh no, ain't no thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We just saying what it's gonna be. It's the Elite Eight. Baylor play Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas survived barely against Oral Roberts. So Arkansas won by 2 yesterday. They played Baylor. Oregon State 12 seed who wouldn't even been in the tournament if they ain't win the Pac-12 tournament. They play Kelvin Sampson. You know, he the coach for Houston. So they play Houston. Gonzaga waiting on, the late game tonight is USC versus Oregon. So Gonzaga waiting on that. Shout out to Dwayne Shackelford. He's a USC Trojan. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Man, and then us. I gotta go back down here and see what the fuck happened, man, because it was just tied up last little joint that popped up. UCLA and Alabama was tied up 60-60. It's probably over by now, but Michigan played the winner of that. Elite Eight, man. Go blue. Let's win this motherfucker. Raise the fucking banner, man, that they can't take down.
I wish, man. I feel, man, they should put them shits back up, man. That shit ain't right.
No, that's cool. Shout out Lewis Bullock, man. Maceo Baskin and them, man. Been Michigan, man. Been Michigan since Desmond Howard, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, and them peoples, man.
Hey, what was that white point guard that came after the Fab Five that almost made it to the NBA? I was trying to remember his name the other day because they was talking about Wojo on a show from Duke, and there was a white dude that he was on the team of Tractor Trailer and all that shit. He got drafted in the second round but never played. Little tough motherfucker. He reminded me of like a Steve Blake with a little bit less skill.
I don't know. I gotta go back and look at that roster, but off that Tractor Trailer team, that was that Maceo Bass and Maurice Taylor, them peoples, man. Lewis Bullock in the water. He from here, man. Canterbury High School finest, Lower Baptist.
I played against Lewis Bullock in the Slam Jam Summer League.
Then you left that junk smelling like fried chicken, huh?
Oh, bro, I was a freshman on the varsity. I barely got in the game.
Yeah, that motherfucker, man.
I was an eighth grader on the summer league varsity team. I barely played. I probably played 10 minutes that whole summer.
But see, people don't know, man. Shout out Canterbury, man. Lewis Bullock, Joe Childress, and my man Cliff. Man, Cliff was on that team too, man. And Hoopers, man. I went to see them play when they were still at Canterbury, man.
And DMV, man, you go to high school games and see some shit you ain't never better shit than you'll see in college games in some areas. But man, I ain't trying to hold you up from the N.C.A.A, brother. I know how much important watching this is. Thanks for taking time out to do the show. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, no, man. Cheers, man.
Yes, sir. Anything before we go?
Oh, man. Tune in, baby.
Yes, sir. And man, I wanted to talk about the Dipset Diplomatic Community Anniversary album. G wasn't down for that, but that's cool. That's all good.
You gonna be doing all the talking, like I ain't
you ain't no big Dipset fan like that?
You know, that's what I told you a long time ago, man. The motherfucker, shit like, man, Wu-Tang and Ghetto Boys and like this Griselda shit is, I don't skip no song. That Dipset,
Gotcha.
I was cranking a lot of their songs, but there's a lot of them that I skip past, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't my shit, but respect Dipset all the way, baby.
I can dig it. Well, shit, bro. You have a good night. There's been another episode of S.D.E. G from the shop, Mark Walter Warden. We'll see y'all again soon.
Go blue, baby.
Go blue. Shout out Jawan.
The Superfacts Network, home of Gen Pop, S.D.E, and the Superfacts Show, now available on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts from. Come check out St. Laz, G from the Shop, and Mark Walter Ward.
No, you ain't.
What's up, Superfacts? What's up, Mr. Mark? Have a great show.
Man, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. How you doing? You have a great life and education. Yeah.
Roll out, close the door, bro. Good job.